My 4th Gen Tacoma is approaching 30,000 miles, and that got me thinking, what kind of maintenance should I be doing? In this video, I'm going to cover the full maintenance schedule from 0 to 120,000 miles for both the gas and hybrid models. This information comes straight from Toyota's recommended maintenance schedule with my own little twist on it, because I do think there's some things you should be doing differently, and I'll explain why a little bit later. Now, I've created a free Excel download on my website that you can use to track your own maintenance, but more on that a little bit later. This is going to be a good one. Let's jump right into it. The maintenance schedule can be overwhelming, but I promise in this video you'll feel comfortable with the maintenance schedule, and there's actually a rhythm to it. We can break it down into 4 main sections. So you have your basic 5,000 maintenance, you have your every 3rd visit, your every 6th visit, and then a few one-offs. Now let's dive into each one of these and explain what type of service is recommended in these categories. Toyota recommends that we use 0 W20 oil with this engine, and I have no issues with that. What I do have an issue with is what the recommended service interval should be. So Toyota says under normal driving conditions, you should do an oil change every 10,000 miles. Well, I've done the data to back up and show that you really shouldn't do 10,000 mile oil changes. You should actually do 5,000 miles. Let me show you what I mean. Here are the data points for my last 5 oil changes. This shows the viscosity of the oil at each sample. If the viscosity goes out of spec, then the oil essentially loses its protective properties. Anything below this line represents the oil going out of spec. So you can see my first oil change, I had 6,000 miles on that oil, and it was almost going out of spec. Now my next oil change, I only put 4,000 miles on that oil, and I still had plenty of spec left because I had put fewer thousand miles on that oil. Now the next 2 samples were in spec with 4,500 miles and 5,700 miles respectively. Now my last oil sample, you can see that I was cutting it very close at 6.2 viscosity, and I had 5,500 miles on that oil. So knowing that, I recommend that you do your basic maintenance every 5,000 miles. This is going to include changing the oil filter, rotating your tires, checking the fluids, and doing your visual brake check. Now let's move on to inspections. This is going to happen every 3rd visit or every 15,000 miles. This is going to include the prop shaft retorque, ball joints, brake lines, boots, coolants, the differential, steering, and cabin filter. Now these are just inspections to make sure that everything is performing properly as it should. The major maintenance schedule is going to be a basic plus the full inspection list, plus now we're actually going to replace a few things, and it has to do with the air filter. So you replace the air intake filter now at 30,000 miles. There's just an inspection at 15,000 miles, but Toyota recommends that you replace it now. I actually recommend you actually replace it probably at 15,000 miles, because under dusty driving conditions, that thing gets clogged up pretty quick. So you can change that if you want. You can do it every 15,000 miles, but Toyota recommends doing it at least at 30,000 miles. The second thing you're going to do is replace the cabin air filter, and let me show you how to do those. The intake filter is really easy to do. All you do is pull back these clips, lift this up, and then you can get access to the filter right here. Now I do have the part numbers in that free Excel tracker on the website as well. The cabin air filter is really easy to do. You don't want to have your dealership do this. You can easily do this yourself. So pull everything out of your glove box. There's a little tab right here on this plastic piece. You're going to pull that out. Then over here there's another little piece you're going to grab. And that pulls out, and then this is your cabin air filter right here. And you can see it says up on there. You can easily replace this yourself. I do have the part numbers in that Excel tracker as well. Then you just simply push that back in. This says up on there, can't mess that up. Clip that back in. Grab your other plastic piece. And there you go, saved you 50 bucks. There are some other items on the major list that also get inspected and measured. One of them is going to be the actual brake pads and rotors. They're going to measure the thickness of those, make sure everything's working properly. Everything before that was just a visual inspection, so they would just look at it, hey, it looks good, and move on. This time they're actually going to measure it. Then there's a handful of deeper inspections you get at the majors: the transmission fluid, the cooler hoses, the fuel lines, and the tank cap gasket, the transfer case oil if you've got a 4-wheel drive, and a transmission leak check. Now at 120,000 miles, this is going to be your biggest service every time, because this is when all of it all stacks up at 120,000 miles, and then it would repeat itself. So that's why my schedule only goes from 0 to 120,000, because when you reach 120,000, you just repeat the whole thing over again. So what happens at the 120,000 mile service? Well, that's going to be everything we talked about, the full inspection list, your basic maintenance, all the inspections, plus 2 additional things. The first one is going to be your spark plugs. These get changed at every 40,000 miles. So 120 is a multiple of 40. And so that's going to happen at the 120,000, but you're also going to replace it at 40,000 miles as well. Your spark plugs are located right here. You got 4 of them. You'll have to remove the coil packs right here. This is easily done if you have some basic tools. I highly recommend changing these yourself. Like I said, it's better to invest in some tools to replace this yourself than having it go to the dealership and paying twice the amount when you could easily do it yourself and get some new tools. Now, the second thing that's going to happen at 120,000 miles is you're going to inspect the brake booster vacuum pump. Turbo engines don't make enough vacuum to power the brake booster, and so this truck has a dedicated pump just for that. In the maintenance schedule, Toyota calls this to be inspected at 120,000 miles, but there's a caveat to that. They say once you've opened it up, you can't replace it with the parts that are already there. You need to replace it with new parts. So I don't know why they just don't say, yeah, replace the parts. They call it an inspection, but they also say you can't replace it with the used parts. So you're gonna have this inspected at 120,000 miles. You might as well just get it replaced because it's gonna last another 120,000 miles. Now, I believe this is located on the driver's side, which is right here. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the pump right here. Now, this to me looks a little more intense than what I would be comfortable doing, but there's a lot of you guys that are mechanically inclined and will feel comfortable replacing that. For me, I think I'm probably gonna have my dealer do that. Now let's talk about the one-offs. I already mentioned the spark plugs, which happen every 40,000 miles. And then you're going to inspect your belts and replace at 60,000 miles, and then the coolant at 100,000 miles, and then after that, it's going to be every 50,000 miles. My truck is the gas model, and you might be wondering if you have a hybrid model, what's different with my maintenance schedule? Well, there's not a whole lot of differences. You're going to do exactly the same that I just covered. You're going to follow that same maintenance plan, but Toyota adds 2 additional things for the hybrid. So the first one is going to be the battery cooling intake filter. So underneath the back seat, there is a filter for the battery cooling. Toyota wants that replaced at 20,000 miles or cleaned at 20,000 miles. Now you should be inspecting it periodically as well before that, but Toyota wants it replaced or cleaned at 20,000 miles. Now the second item is the inverter coolant. This is located underneath the hood in the engine bay. It has its own reservoir. Now you're going to be inspecting this periodically to make sure that the coolant is there, but it actually gets replaced at 150,000 miles. So there's not a lot of differences between the two. Now what is different a little bit is the warranty. So Toyota will warranty the hybrid system components for 8 years or 100,000 miles, and the battery itself is going to be 10 years and 150,000 miles. Now, if this sounds overwhelming or confusing to you, like I said, I created a free maintenance tracker in Excel that you can download on my website. Now, you just follow the schedule on your own. You can simply complete each row every 5,000 miles by entering the date, mileage, cost, if it was done by a shop or yourself, and any other notes you'd like to capture. It then changes the status to done. It tracks your progress and total maintenance cost. There are 3 tabs. The Start tab is to give you some explanation. The iForce tab is for the gas models, and then the iForce Max tab is for the hybrid models. I've also included some parts and torque specs as a reference if you plan to DIY yourself. So head on over to muscleamerican.com, click on the 4th Gen Maintenance tab, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and that's where you can download the free tracker. There are no strings attached. You can download it for free. I don't even ask for an email. I'm just trying to give you guys a lot of valuable information, so I really appreciate you guys following. And I just want to put out there a disclaimer. So this is my own creation. You guys need to do your own research and verify that what you're doing to your truck is actually going to work, and it's what Toyota recommends. Now, I did follow Toyota's recommended maintenance service plan, and that's how I built this tracker. But please, guys, use your own research and just verify that what you're going to do to your truck is actually what Toyota recommends. Something worth mentioning when it comes to service is something called ToyotaCare. So every new vehicle from Toyota gets what they call ToyotaCare. And for models 2024, 25, and 26, Toyota is going to give you a 2-year or 25,000 mile ToyotaCare plan, which is going to cover your 10,000 and 20,000 mile oil changes or your tire rotations, that basic maintenance service. Now, what's going to change is in 2027 and beyond, Toyota is only going to cover 10,000 miles or the first year. So you're actually only going to get one oil change covered from 2027 and beyond, and that's at 10,000 miles. Now you might be asking yourself, well, I bought a used Tacoma, do I get ToyotaCare? And the answer is yes, you do, unless you've gone above the 2 years or 25,000 miles. So if you're still within that range, you do get the coverage. Now the schedule I created goes from 0 to 120,000 miles. You might be asking yourself, well, my truck's gonna go past 120,000 miles. What do I do then? Like I mentioned before, you're just gonna repeat the tracker over again. You're gonna start at 0 and you're just gonna fulfill the same schedule again. Now, if you only remember one thing from this video, make sure it's the pattern. So every visit gets a basic, every third visit gets the inspections, every sixth visit is a major, and then there's a few one-offs. That's it, that's the whole schedule. Now, you don't need to rewatch this video every 5,000 miles to remember what maintenance schedule you need to do, although I wouldn't mind that. But that's why I created the free tracker in Excel, so that you guys can have that in your back pocket. And when it comes time to do your maintenance schedule, you can just do that, fill out the form, and know exactly that you're following the correct maintenance schedule. If you guys find value in this comment, please like, subscribe. I really try to do my best to give you exclusive content for Toyota Tacoma and other Toyota models. So please like, subscribe, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.